Hi, I wanted to show you the finishing touches on the pumps that I'm making for this doll. What I did is I put one together already, so I can show you what I did. I took my, when I left off, I had just turned this inside out, and I turned around and I sewed 1/8 of an inch all the way around the bottom, and the reason I'm doing that is so all my layers will stay together when I go to glue my piece inside the shoe. If you don't do that, you're going to have to glue all these separate layers, and it's just a pain in the neck, so I don't recommend doing it at all. I've decided to go with the same pink fabric for my base that I did for my inside of my shoe. So this is for this shoe, and I'm going to take it and I'm going to measure the back on here and find out how big I'm going to have to make my outer sole. Because I've been using my tennis shoe soles, and on these pumps the outer tennis shoe sole is too big, because when I made this outer sole I took into consideration all the extra fabric around the tongue, and it's just a little bit too big for these pumps. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to trim down my outer sole on these pumps so they'll my outer sole will fit properly when I attach it. Okay, so actually I like the pump just the way it is. I think it's very cute with that little crisscross design. But since I've already made these, I'm going to go ahead and put these on. But the next step you're going to have to do after you've got your two pieces sewed together and then the line of sewing is you take your inner base, and of course you're going to have the pretty fabric to the outside, so that's what you see when you look inside the shoe. And I go to the center of my heel and just, you know, imagine where that center line would be, and I'm going to line it up. I hope you can see this. I'm going to line it up with my back seam on these pumps, and I'm going to turn this down and I'm going to glue right there. That's 1/4 of an inch down. Then I'm going to go to the opposite side and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to glue 1/4 of an inch down on the toe area. You want to even out so you have the same amount of fabric on each side, and you're going to turn this under and glue under 1/4 of an inch. Now on these pumps, because we're dealing with an opening in the front where the foot's got to go in, you're not going to have an even tuck. Most of the shoes I've been telling you to tuck under 1/4 of an inch all the way around. I didn't modify the pattern on this to be able to just tuck under 1/4 of an inch, because it's just too hard to figure out, and I'm not that patient. So what I decided to do is I just tucked under my 1/4 inch here, my 1/4 inch here, and then I tucked in about 1/2 of an inch on each side. I know there's a way I could have modified the pattern to cut in, but I didn't even bother, because I just took my doll and I put it on her foot, and I determined, because all, you know, dolls have different size feet and instep and everything, so you've really got to measure it for the doll you're using. So what I was looking for was a nice snug fit where when she's wearing these pumps the shoe will stay on without her without it falling off. So basically that's what you want for your dolls, especially if it's not just for decoration, in your child or grandchild is actually going to be playing with these dolls, so you want the shoes to stay on. So that's what I did. I just determined that how much I needed to turn under on these shoes to get a snug fit. So since I'm dealing with a pair, I'm going to try and turn under the other shoe exactly the same way I turned under the other shoe. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to do my 1/4 inch, my 1/4 inch, and then I'm going to tuck in all the way around the shoe, using the same dimensions as this side over here. And hopefully it will fit exactly the same on the other shoe. Okay, So this was that pattern I did with the crisscross. It's actually really cute all by itself. I kind of like it. But since I've made these, I'm going to go ahead and glue them on. And my hardest part on these shoes is determining what kind of trim to put on. That's the hardest decision I make. I just don't know what it is about me, but I just can never decide on what kind of trim I want to use. So I thought for these pumps I was going to try the silvery white foam board, and I tried that out, and I thought that would bring the out the colors of the flowers. And I thought, that's kind of cute and pretty, but the problem with that is now it doesn't look like a pump to me. It looks more like a tennis shoe, so I ruled that out. And then I tried white ribbon, which was really cute, but it's kind of a little thick for these pumps, so I decided not to use that either. And then I could always braid my own different colors, the dark pink, the light pink, and the white, and make my own braid. But I bought this one after Christmas when this ribbon was 70% off, and I got 2 rolls of it, and I absolutely love it. It's beautiful. And I was thinking that would be a very pretty trim on here. But there's no gold in these shoes, but that still doesn't mean you can't use it. And I thought, wow, that's beautiful. That would be very pretty, because that gold complements the green color in here. And then, of course, there's always your standby, which I started with, is these cordings, the cord to go around these shoes. But I'm getting tired of using the cord. But anyway, that's where I'm at on these pumps. And hopefully you'll try them and have fun with them. But there's so many things you can do. You can put little ribbons in the back. You can put a crisscross in the front. You can do designs. You can do anything you want on these things. But anyway, when I come back again next time, I'll try and do a Mary Jane with the strap across it and see how that turns out. And I'm going to also try those black soles that I've been working on. Okay, well, I'll see you later.